I got ice in my veins. Walk like a champion, champion, champion. I'm so cold-blooded, I fear nobody. Ain't no letting down, I won't let you down. 'Cause I got ice in my veins. I talk like a champion, like a champion. I'm so cold-blooded, I'm so cold-blooded. I fear nobody, I fear nobody. I walk like a champion.
I want to talk about anime now, Gal.
Woo. Lit. Slime season.
Slime season for real.
It's slimy.
Yeah. Was this part 3 of Anime Book Club with that time I got reincarnated as a slime. We watched episodes 7 through 9 this past week. There's some good ones, man. Definitely a bunch went on. We got some more insight into Shizu here. See now we're at the point where I can go through episode by episode. Episode 7 is we definitely get more background on Shizu. We see like kind of what she went through. We see the whole thing of her and the Demon Lord Leon, her power and how she was kind of just being controlled at will. She was possessed. We found out she was possessed by this fire spirit, Ifrit. And yeah, it led to her just being a tool for this Demon Lord. Like basically the whole point of being summoned and having that thing engraved into her soul, that contract or whatever. And then towards the end, she loses control. Yeah, starts attacking Rimuru and everyone around him.
Yep. And then Rimuru had to give it at work.
Yeah, bro. That was a fun action-packed scene there. Seeing her fight, seeing Rimuru being OP again. Again, learning more things, like what's going on with this Demon Lord. What else did we learn? Is that basically episode 7 was just the fight pretty much, right?
Yeah. More or less.
And,
you had the flashback to her childhood.
Mhm.
And then
in episode 8, we hear more about her story. So
can we talk about how Ifrit was using shadow clone jutsu in the fight? It's not fair.
Like for real.
Also, we see more of how useful Predator is even in fight, where it's like he could copy abilities, which is wild.
Yeah.
Copy the icicle shit, and I was like, I'm gonna take this, I'm gonna make it better.
But can we talk about how OP Rimuru is? Like, he gets engulfed in the big fire tornado, and he's just like, oh no, well, this is how I die. Wait a second. I'm not feeling anything.
I'm heat resistant.
Yo, Great Sage
yeah,
was
you're
like, you don't
heat
remember we went over this? You have thermal fluctuation resistance? Like,
he was like, oh, word, I forgot. I'm a god.
my son went, oh, is this easy mode? Shout out to my Overwatch people.
Crazy.
But yeah, and then episode 8, the beginning, kind of sad, pulling the heartstrings a bit. We actually learned more about Shizu and her life after just being a Demon Lord, and we find out that shit, I forgot this shit too. She's been out here for mad long, so it seems like she actually was just summoned like 50 years ago or whatever, longer than that, because she retired like 50 years ago.
Yep.
Find out that she teaches these kids who are also summoned and tries to let them make something of themselves. And this other town, we find about new worlds. We find out that there is a hero, and we think is the same hero that sealed Veldora, and that was the one who gave her the mask, which helped her control Ifrit, and kind of changed her whole life around and led her to become a hero. And then she passes, and that's why I didn't want to answer you guys' questions when you're asking if Rimuru can become a human.
I mean,
she passes,
but like even like in the intro theme, it kind of like gives it away that he kind of can, because you could see that like he transforms in that. So I kind of felt it coming. I just didn't really know how it was gonna happen.
Mm-hmm.
But I had a feeling it had something to do with Shizu, and it ended up having something to do with it.
Yeah.
But, like,
so what else? We find out that the Kashin them, their names ring bells. But yeah, we found out what Shizu, like, as much as she wanted to do, like, she didn't really like this world, but there was good that came out of it, and makes these promises with Rimuru. Wants him to find the Leon dude, the Demon Lord. Wants him to help the children.
It's a mad black name.
And you see, like, when you guys are wondering, like, yo, how is this his love, da da da, where it's like, he never said it was his love. This is just the person he was destined to be with.
Yeah, and that's a very
Person needs
interesting way how they
lessons to be
spun
inside
it.
of him.
Right? You guys weren't expecting that, huh?
No, I was
Nah,
not.
it wasn't. Honestly, I just didn't think it was gonna be Shizu's body, but you know what? It is.
Yeah. And then I feel like that's pretty much it for episode 7, right?
Yeah, I
Yeah.
think so.
I mean, that was episode 8. And then episode 9. So episode 9, getting a little interesting again. So we got he's like, all right, he was like, yo, now that I have this human body, he's trying to figure some stuff out, trying to see some of the powers he gained from Shizu, and Ifrit actually sees what he looks like and is like, I have no idea what I am really. He's kind of androgynous. And I also thought it was funny where he was like, yo, let me see what it would be like if I made myself feminine. And he was like, wait, this is weird. He was
Yeah, I
like,
didn't get
I
that
look like
part.
Shizu.
Yeah,
You didn't get it?
Like,
He was like,
Well,
yo, like,
Well, no, I
I
got
can make a
that
body
part,
double.
but like, why didn't he just stick to being the adult instead of being the
because
kid?
he wanted to see what he looked like in
No,
different
I
mirrors.
got that.
Yeah.
But like, he could make himself more handsome. So why doesn't he just take that?
I think you have to use more magic. So I feel like he didn't want to use more magic tools.
Man's got like
I don't know.
unlimited powers.
I know, but it was just like effort thing. I don't know. Either way, he was
He's a
just like,
weirdo. He just want to be a kid.
I'm gonna just rock it out. Oh. Well, you're a lolicon, so you want to be with kids.
At least I admit
stop,
it.
Jesus.
Wait, what? Wait, hold on a second.
Oh, you a freak,
no.
bro.
Sorry,
Freak boy.
sorry.
That
Let
guy
me not
did it again.
incriminate you. You wanna be with people who look like kids but aren't kids.
That's not true, ladies and gentlemen.
Wow.
Sure.
Wow.
It's ridiculous.
Anyway,
moving
Now I
on.
want to be with. Now
He
I want to be with
realizes-
Jisoo. Is that what you're saying?
let's just move on.
Right.
So first of all, Shizu was an adult.
Little Shizu.
So Rimuru,
Yeah, remember?
but yeah. So he's like, oh shit, I can like join you guys, and you saw how excited they were. He's like, I can actually eat food and like have taste buds and shit now, which is cool. So he's going to do that, and he was like, all right, let me go try out some of Shizu's powers. When that happens, he sends the goblins. Well, the goblins go out to go hunt for this feast they're gonna have. He's out here trying to figure out these powers Shizu has, test them out, and she has this one called Degenerate, which literally kind of combines skills that you already have and makes new skills. So while he's testing that out, makes some cool shit, makes black flames. Fucking Amaterasu out here.
Yeah, facts.
And then he gets like a transmission from Rango where they're in trouble. So now we're introduced to a new species in this world, the ogres, which
The
are
Shreks.
completely unlike ogres that you normally see in video games or anything else, or Shrek.
The non-Shreks.
Yeah, they're kind of baller.
Yeah.
To me, they seem more like demons that you'll see and stuff. Like,
Yeah, I
facts.
thought they were demons at first when I saw them. on screen.
Because you see that they all got the horns and shit. That's why
Yeah.
I thought that they was. And that's one thing that they all had in common, which is kind of crazy.
Yeah.
Also, I thought that Gopte, I think that's his name. I thought that he was done, bro. I thought he got body.
He got sliced. Yeah.
Yeah, he got sliced right in his chest. He's like, oh my god, that
He's like,
hurt
I'm
so
dying.
bad. I'm dying.
He's
And I
like,
was
you
like-
be alright. He's like,
Looks
you
like
really
God's
got
a clown.
scratched.
Yeah, and that's what he was noticing, where he was like, yo, like I could tell that they're stronger, but they're not leaving too much damage. So he was like, I guess trying to understand the levels. And I feel like if they were still normal goblins instead of hobgoblins, they probably would have died. So I guess because maybe the ogres were still like the first level. So he ends up getting to these fight with the ogres. They're like, yo, you like destroyed our village or whatever. Like, we don't get the full details, but they're really pissed. And they're like, yo, you're way too powerful. Like, it's got to be you. You're the freaking Majin, who I'm pretty sure just means dark wizard, that did this, or like magic user or whatever, that did this to our village. You like attacked and killed all our brethren, that I want my revenge. And Rimuru was just like, yo, like I'm like, it wasn't me, yo, like relax. And they were still going in, and we definitely see even more how OP Rimuru is. Long story short, fight concludes, and he finally he basically flexes on them, and then shout out to the one with the pink hair who got them to listen to reason, and was like, yo, this dude is hella strong. He could have just killed us outright. Why would they have needed to use orcs, which when they're talking about pigs, and Rimuru still doesn't know what an orc is. He's like, why would they need to use underhanded tactics like that to destroy our village when he could have just wiped us out himself?
Yep.
So they listen, and the episode ends with basically them going back to the village. So what are you guys' thoughts on the whole thing? What do you guys think is gonna happen? Let me hear it.
Well, I mean, I don't know. I kind of am going off of like the intro for it, so I feel like they're gonna end up. And when I say they, I'm talking about Rimuru and the ogres somehow work together and like overcome whatever obstacles that comes their way. Next, a couple episodes probably gonna be chill because they just kind of came through a conflict or whatever. But kind of like going back a few episodes to when they left that village, they got people watching them, so I think there's gonna be a conflict ending up with them. Just kind of thinking about that. And I think that dude is gonna come back into the picture. The one that got exiled too. The
the other Vesta.
Yeah, Vesta. Yeah, I think he's gonna end up coming back into it too. But yeah, it's interesting. Honestly, of the three animes, this is definitely my favorite one so far because it gives me like a perfect amount of story and like jokes and like that kind of thing. It's a very good balance. And the protagonist not on dumb shit, so it like creates for me it creates like a perfect scenario. So if y'all haven't checked it out already and y'all just listening to the spoilers, definitely check that joint out because it's pretty good.
I think it's really good balance too. I'm watching it again. It's even better than the first time. But what about you, JT? What do you think's gonna happen? How you feeling?
I like these episodes. I like seeing the backstory for Shizu.
It makes you connect to a character like that, and then you're like, damn, son.
It does. And then they take her away from me in like an episode and a half. That was crazy.
Damn. Hate to see it.
You hate to see it. They got Leon, the demon lord. That's kind of a funny name. I don't know why. I don't know why that made me laugh.
It's not like a menacing ass name or something.
No, it's like just that's Leon. But
that's Leon.
That's Leon. That's Leon from up the block. But yeah, no, it was cool. The goblins, yeah, definitely thought they were demons because they didn't look like not goblins. I'm sorry, the ogres didn't look like ogres at all. But I noticed that just like there's a lot of Japanese like things or like things that are part of Japanese culture that are in this world because Rimuru notices that they're wearing like kind of traditional Japanese garb and using traditional like Japanese weapons.
Mm-hmm.
I'm interested in the old guy. The old guy is interesting to me because he was the one that was able to pick out all three of Rimuru's powers,
right?
And was able to get behind Rimuru and cut off his arm quick. Like, word, he was on the Sasuke speed, so he's going to be interesting. The pink girl, that's like the princess or the sister of like the ogre that's supposed to be taken over.
Mm-hmm.
Like, she seems interesting too. We got to keep eyes on her. She
Are you
seems
saying that because
I will kill you.
Why is that she so interesting, JT?
Because there's something about like, all right, because remember how like when
something about Hente, huh?
I mean, there's always something about it. But when Rimuru pulled up and he's like, yo, what happened like to all our forces? And they're like, yo, she kind of just like put everybody to sleep. Like they didn't hurt anybody, but they kind of just went to sleep. I feel like she has some type of hidden power. I don't know why. I feel like her brother is definitely like the muscle. Like he's like one of those traditional, like, firstborn son, warrior types. But I feel like she has some type of hidden like power or like something that sets her apart that might be important later. And I also found interesting that they didn't have names and that the episode kind of ended, or last scene with Rimuru and them was them going back to the village and him like, oh wow, you guys don't got no names, huh? And he gave names to the goblins, gave names to the wolves. They became his allies and basically subservient to him. So I wonder if he's going to give names to these ogres and then they become subservient and their village becomes subservient to him too. And he just amasses this big army in a sense.
Interesting.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Also, definitely a scene that I forgot to talk about because I forgot which episode it was in. But the scene with the orc. Do you guys remember?
In the desert.
Yes. Where the orc is begging for food, and then this dude is like, "If I give you food and a name, will you follow me?" And he was like, yeah. "I'll basically do anything for food." He was like, "I'm Gilman," and he was like, "I think he's like a Majin." And he was like, "Yo, you will become my orc disaster." You guys remember that scene? What thoughts on it? What do you guys think?
Nah, definitely that dream.
Because that was the one thing that was kind of out of place and everything else.
No, it definitely concerns me. But I keep that thing on me too. So if you come around here, we'll get
You
clapped.
might get clapped.
Nah, it definitely is a good foreshadow because he has like that. I don't know if it's like a crystal ball or just like a little like you can see like a picture of a orc, and I think like he gave him a name, right? He didn't transform yet,
Yeah, no,
but
he gave him a name. He did
every
name.
time you give him a name, they level up. So he
Yeah.
he was already a big looking kind of dude to
Giving
begin with.
monsters names is
Yeah.
yeah, man.
But is this? I'm assuming he's not the demon. I'm assuming he's not Leon.
No, that's not Lima, bro. That's Gelman. He said his name.
That's with the mask, right?
Yeah,
Yeah.
Leon.
Okay.
I mean, Gelman said his name, bro.
Okay.
He's like,
I must have missed that part. But
yeah, man.
I'm also interested to see what happens with the Dwarfen city, and where the king and that the spy he sent out, how they fall into play here
Interesting.
too, and how the adventurers like because they have to go back and tell their guild master,
Yes.
like, yo,
Oh,
what we
yeah,
saw,
right.
what we did on, like,
And they
what are
said
they
they were
gonna
like, yo,
say?
we won't say anything bad about your village.
They about to. I feel like anything they say will be kind of bad on the village because they'd be like, "Yo, we met this magical slime," and the guild master would be like, "A word, let's pull up."
No, I
I
don't
feel
think
like
they want the
anything.
smoke, bro.
I don't know.
I
I
think they're
feel
gonna
like
be like, yo.
not smoke, but just like colonizer type shit. Like we're just gonna hear for curiosity.
I feel like once they go, oh, Shizu the Conqueror of the Flames, yeah, this slime put her out. They're gonna be like, oh shit, we can't fuck with her, bro. Can't fuck with this slime. Shizu name ring bells, bro.
Yeah, I think it's all about ally. It definitely looks like it's gonna be all about allies, especially since Storm Dragon is gone and they're like gonna be fighting for who controls the forest. It seems like it's gonna come down to. I think it's gonna come down to either the humans or whoever's controlling the orcs.
Interesting.
That's valid. That's very
I
valid.
think ogres are off. I think ogres are off the table because they're going to be an ally.
Mm-hmm.
But there's another monster, right? There was
There
three.
is.
It's ogres,
Yeah.
orcs, and what else?
I was gonna ask if you remember the other one. Well, it's goblins. Well, no, goblins aren't the main one, but it's ogres, orcs, and you don't remember the third one?
Is it some type of lizard?
Yes, it's the lizard men.
Ew.
That's
The
yucky,
lizard
yucky.
man. Not the lizard man. But yeah. All right. Yeah, I could get behind that. Yeah,
Yeah,
that's
man.
what's going to come down to. Ogres off the table now. So I think
Interesting.
I think the lizard people will probably be the wild card in this. Humans are going to do what humans do.
Ruin everything.
Yes,
Bro,
basically, yes.
bro, honestly.
They about to mess up Rumoru's plan. OD. Watch.
That's all humans be good for in anime, man. It's fucking shit up all the time.
And making delicious looking food.
True. That's also.
Yeah, man.
So okay. So all right. So if y'all could rank from each show, who's the best and worst protagonist?
Best and worst protagonist.
Yeah, from Slime, Konosuba, and
I think that I think Subaru might be the worst.
Subaru's the worst.
Yeah,
I'm about to say Subaru is easily the worst.
yeah, Subaru's the worst. Just because he's just mad useless for most of the series.
That's a fact. And he died like 6 times.
I think Kazuma might be my number one just because
Same.
of like sheer entertainment factor and just him acknowledging how fucked up of a situation he's in, where he's just like, yo, like, why this had to happen to me, man? Like, I came into this world, shit was supposed to be going way better than this. I got a goddess with me, and then everyone around me is useless. He's out here like, at least he's trying his best, and it's not working. Where it's like Rimuru, it just seems like, and I love Rimuru, but it just seems like everything is going too well, and
Yeah.
he's super OP.
Rimuru doesn't have the hand gesture. That's what sold it for me.
The Kazuma.
That's what sold it to me. The hand gesture.
Like
and Cosmo is he's witty. Like he's sarcastic. He's witty. Like he makes you laugh. I feel like I don't really laugh like as much at this anime with the slime as I do with the other one.
Oh, Konosuba is a comedy.
Well, I'm about to say Konosuba is actually like meant to be jokes and shit. That's why I like Konosuba.
I think that Slime has good balance because it still has some funny moments, but it's not like its goal isn't just to be funny.
Yeah, like that's what I'm
like with that
saying.
one dwarf that doesn't talk. Where it's like every time it's like, yo, like come on, son, speak. Like
Facts.
like shit like that. But
That's really how he.
like that's what I'm saying. Like I think it's close between Rimuru and Cosmo, but I just think Cosmo's just more entertaining in that sense. But I think that Slime is definitely an overall better show.
Oh yeah, Slime is definitely I think the best one of the three. But I do think that I like Rimuru as my favorite protagonist, and everything else is like like
Subaru's obviously last, and then yeah, Cosmo would be in the middle. But yeah, Rimuru, bro, is because I'm a little bit biased because I like strong anime characters. That's why it's like I like shows like you. I always bring it up. I like shows like Yu Yu, and that's why I like Naruto so much because it's like the protagonist becomes so beastie by the end of it, and it's like yo off rip, like we seeing how strong that Rimuru is, and like he really is just on some like super, like he literally has every ability. And even when they went against the ogres and everybody was like, all right, this is what he does. Well, this is what Homeboy was saying, the old man. He's like, all right, this is what he does, so you gotta be careful and shit. He's like, damn, they figured me out. But I'm like, all right, I'm gonna do my own shit anyways. And then he continues to like show his strength, bro. Like he's just flexing at this point, and he's just chilling. Like,
yo, and it's funny because he flexes because he doesn't want to get into a fight. He's like, maybe if they see how strong I am, they'll just like back off. And he's like, shit, and it worked. And literally every time he's like, all right, I think I overdid it. Like when he went to go like just show the power and like kind of destroy a rocket every time, he's just like, all right, this might be too much.
Yeah.
Honestly, like go ahead.
I was gonna say, like, like they say a series doesn't start until the road team wins a game. I feel like that's how I feel with Rimuru. Like, I'm not gonna feel like the show. Not to say like the show hasn't been good, but like the show hasn't started until until Rimuru finds somebody or face off somebody that takes him longer than 5 minutes to defeat.
not
Like,
facts.
That's fair.
Like somebody that's just like he doesn't attack or something. Like even though he did the water blade and it evaporated, it was like, all right, yeah, of course it's gonna evaporate. It's water when he was going up against Ilfrit. But like Ilfrit. But like somebody where he like uses like black flame on and it doesn't work. And then he's like, what do I do now? Like that's when I'll be like, all right, let's see how he gets out of this one.
That's what I'm saying. But we gotta come in. Honestly, what will have to happen is he might have to go against another slime or some shit.
No, slimes are whack, bro. He's the only tough slime. He got everything.
Oh, slimes in general are whack. Then I guess then that's ass. I didn't know that like that slimes would typically.
That's why everyone. Don't you remember when they saw him? They're like, "Oh, slimes are weak monsters," and he was just like, "Well, this is like slimes can't talk and shit." You know what I mean? Like he's the one that can do everything.
Crazy. I didn't even know.
But I agree though. I feel like it's one of those where it's like we got to think we're only 7 episodes in, 25 episode season, so definitely plenty of time. And yeah, I agree. Like if you want to see, you can't have a thing where everything goes right and it's way too OP and whatnot. And but yeah, I think it's kind of interesting getting like sort of mixed reviews, but then we're also agreeing on a lot of things. Honestly, I can't wait to watch more anime with you guys, and like the ones where I haven't watched yet are going to be dope, but just more so ones that I want to put you guys onto that have variants in those main characters it's going to be really dope, man. I'm excited. I'm glad you guys are liking it so far. So for next week, wait, any last thoughts or anything?
No, I think that's about it.
All right, bet. So for next week, it's actually going to be another 3 episodes. So it's going to be episodes 10, 11, and 12 for next week. Yeah, a lot of interesting things will be in motion next week, and I'll just leave it at that. Yeah, I mean, another good episode 17. Follow us on Saratobi Sports everywhere. Yeah, check out for updates. Happy Thanksgiving again. Spend time with your family and loved ones or whatever, and eat a lot of food and get the itis and listen to us while you drift off and to sleep and dream about sweet nothings and making good picks for Sunday.
Dream about the elf titties.
You a freak bull.
Me.
Hot sauce.
I'm about to say.
Oh yeah, one last thing, y'all. Oh no, that's not bad. I know we're off baseball, but MLB is actually doing something like mad different, and they're doing the all MLB team. So if y'all could, just facts, because they've never done it before. I don't know. They're trying to do shit that kind of gets fans more involved. All right, whatever. I guess it's a good idea. because every other team does it. All pro, you got all NBA, all NHL, whatever. Cool. Yeah, so just make sure y'all vote for them damn Yankees. Chapman, LeMahieu, Torres, all them guys. So
yeah, man.
That's about it though.
Miles is off social media.
Yeah.
JT?
You know what? I'm taking a hiatus from the social medias for the next 12 hours.
All right, Mike over there.
Oh, I muted it, so he didn't hear it. Oh, I should have left it. Damn.
What did he do?
I farted.
Oh, damn.
Also, if you guys didn't get the joke from earlier, go watch Jesus Romero talk about Fartgate with Mike Francesa.
Evil.
No.
All right, JT, finish what you were saying.
I said I'm taking a hiatus from the social medias for 12 hours. So, yeah.
Oh, word. Okay. So see you tomorrow afternoon.
Pretty much, yeah. Or unless I cut
Maybe-
it short myself. I don't know.
Maybe after New Year's I'll come back.
Originally, you said Thanksgiving, so I'm surprised it's going to New Year's.
Wow, that's crazy. I said Thanksgiving. Damn,
Yeah.
that's crazy. I don't even want to get back on social media, but I will eventually.
You know what is funny? Miles' hiatus from social media feels like somewhat like an athlete's injury that you don't know like what the deal is with it. You're like, oh, he'll be reevaluated in 2 weeks. Then 2 weeks comes, and you're like, it's still not
Miles
good.
can't
It's
be.
honestly his Miles's thing is like CJ Mosley's groin injury. We just don't know what's happening right now.
It's all right. I'm on injury reserve right now, so it'll be a while until I'm back. You know what I'm saying?
He's got the Kawhi injury.
Yeah, there
Oh,
it is.
man.
You don't know what it is. We just know he's hurt.
All right, JT, you don't got any words of wisdom for us this week?
Let's see, words of wisdom. As always, tip your bartenders, tip your bottle girls. And you
Nice.
know what? Don't let the dragon drag on, man. Don't let the dragon drag on.
I like that.
What? All right, I guess. Like, I don't know what I'm missing, but okay.
Absolutely nothing.
All right. Anyway, guys, happy Thanksgiving from us over here at Sour Toby Sports. And we will talk to y'all next week.
I got ice in my veins. Walk like a champion, champion, champion. I'm so cold-blooded, I fear nobody. Ain't no letting down, I won't let you down. 'Cause I got ice in my veins. I talk like a champion, like a champion. I'm so cold-blooded, I'm so cold.